Hey guys, it's Jan. Welcome back to my channel. So today I am doing a lip combo. I know a lot of people miss my lip combos and eye combos, and I'm happy to do them again because I get a lot of requests to do these. So today I'm going for kind of like a spicy peach kind of look. First, let me give you a quick rundown of my makeup. I used my Makeup Forever HD foundation in number 118. I really enjoy this, and I think I should do a best of foundations video because I know that's the one thing that a lot of people really rely on to just even out, and before you even get into any kind of colors on your cheeks or your eyes, you want your skin to look good, and this really does add a nice finish to my skin. But to add to this today, which I did, I used a Laura Mercier Natural Beige Mineral Powder because I am a little bit darker now, and I know this brings me up a shade darker, if that makes sense. So this is what I have on my face today. It gives me more of a flat kind of look as opposed to that dewier kind of look. So what I used was my Caudalie Beauty Elixir just to impart a little bit more of a sheen because I love these oils in here, and it just really works great for my skin. I didn't realize how little I had left. Okay, so this is going to end up in probably my empties videos soon. Okay, so for my cheeks today I used my NARS Orgasm blush, which is great for me pretty much all year round. I love this. And then I added just a little bit of this Victoria's Secret's Duo Cheek product in Swoon. And I just swirled it and just went along the tops of my cheeks and brought it in a little bit just to see if it would give me that kind of flushed kind of look like the dandelion does. And it did slightly, just a different kind of color, but it was still very, very slight, so you really can't even notice it, but it's really very, very pretty. It did add a little bit more of a satin kind of look here, which is really pretty. My eyeshadow today is MAC's Fashion Fix, which has been going strong for me in my eye looks lately. It's just a real moody kind of color, brownish grayish kind of taupe, if you will, but I wanted to brighten it up a little bit today because it's so cloudy out. I used my Laura Mercier Illuminator, which I did use as my highlight today, and Laura Mercier Illuminator really does have this rose gold kind of undertone, and I added it to the center of my eyes just to brighten it up a little bit, and I think it works well, and I kind of used it in my inner tear duct as well. So that's always fun. And then I used my Eyeko eyeliner in black and just winged out my eye, and I struggled with this eye today for some reason. Just did not want to go on my little wing. So that was a pain in the neck, but I managed to get that right. And then my concealer today wasn't really a concealer. It's my Touché Éclat. I'm trying to finish this one up. I think that there's newer colors that I want to try out, and this is number 1, so I'm almost done with this. And did I mention my bronzer? I don't remember, but if I didn't, my bronzer today was my Chanel Tan de Soleil as a contour and on my temples and in along my hairline. Okay, so drop shadow. I just looked at my hand and I did a swatch. My drop shadow under my eyes is Woodwinked by MAC. One of my favorite drop shadow colors ever for under my eyes. This and Satin Taupe just look really, really pretty. Kind of really great with a lot of eye looks. So today I have on, like I said, Fashion Fix, which is, again, kind of dark, but not so dark, but interesting kind of color, and I mixed Woodwink with it, and I love changing up my drop shadow color depending on what I have on my eyes. I never always bring down the same color. I just, split it up. Sometimes it's a different color on top, sometimes it's not, but today Woodwinked is on the bottom for my drop shadow, and I just love the way the light hits it. So sometimes it looks like it does take on a different kind of hue. I'm sure I've mentioned that. So that's Woodwinked, and I did swatch it to show you what I mean. Like the way the light hits it sometimes, it's just some light and then goes a little bit darker. I just love it. Anyway, since I have the swatches up, let me show you what's going to be on my lips. This is Rimmel's 011 Spice, and this is Revlon's Smoked Peach. It's one of those matte, creamy ones. So this is 013 Smoked Peach. I haven't worn this in months. And then I haven't worn this lip liner either. This is Rimmel's 011 Spice. I'll do a better swatch of that. So that's how it looks. Okay, so what I've already done was I have already conditioned my lips. I'm down to the end of my Caudalie lip conditioner, which is another thing that's going to end up in my favorites. I basically have this box of empties that have been sitting here for the beginning of the year, and it's, you know, got a lot of beauty samples in there. So if there's things in there I think I can toss and not really be bothered showing you, only because I don't know if you'll be able to get them, and a lot of them are for my monthly subscriptions, then I will do that. But if there are some that are worth mentioning that I know you can get easily, then I will keep them in there. But this box has been literally going on since January, and I really need to do this video. So I have that on my lips, and then I went around my lips with the Touché Éclat just to further nude them out a little bit and add a little bit of a highlight, because I love the highlight right here at the edge of my lips. I think it's so pretty. I know a lot of people just concentrate there, but the edge of the lips is really, really pretty too. I mean the bottom lower half of the lip. Alright, so I'm going to just use my compact, and I'm going to start with my lip liner and rub it in slightly. Now if I were to rub this in all the way into the center of my lips, I'm going to end up changing the color of the effect of this. So really don't want to do that. I am going to smudge it, of course, just to make it look a little bit more flesh toned and natural, but I'm not going to do this big smudging job and basically discoloring the lightness of this lipstick. So let's see if it works. Can you see? Okay. Really make sure you connect your top and lower lip in terms of lip liner. That's why I always make little swirly motions, because it's hard to blend in there. And you don't want it to look very, very dark in there by constantly going over it to make sure it's connected. You want to kind of do little swirling motions, because what's going to happen is if you keep going back in like this and that and this and that, that's going to be darker, and it's going to make your lips look pinched, like you're like that. So you don't want to do that. You want to just basically come in, swirl. That little swirling motion with your lip liner is going to blend it out. Because like I said, if you just keep going over, like if you do basically an outer V over and over and over, you're going to bring your lips and they're going to be like pursed looking. And you don't want to do that. I mean, it's easy to blend in the inner corners of your lips, but with your finger it may be a little hard. You might get it on the outside. We don't necessarily always have a lip brush handy, so that little swirling motion with your lip liner really does help. Okay, so lip liner's on. It is, as you can see, a darker color than lipstick. I do want to blend, and it's easy to blend because this particular lip liner from Rimmel is the Lasting Finish 1000 Kisses Stay On Lip Contouring Pencil. Does definitely stay on, I can attest to that, but it's darker, and so I'm just going to blend, but I'm not going to really bring it into the center of my lip that much. I'm sorry, I just realized I had the mirror in front of me. So I'm just going to blend, but just enough to make it look really, really natural. So let me just get a tissue, and then I'm just going to go straight in from the lipstick tube. Lower that just a little bit. Now you can see it's darker right there. Same thing over here. And you know, I never really use a lot of a lip product because I already have on the Touché Éclat as my highlighter. I already have on a lip balm, lip liner, lipstick. I'm not going to use a lip gloss today because it's so creamy and matte, and then putting on something that's slick and glossy, it's just going to wear off that much quicker, and I really don't need it. So that is pretty much the finished look. Now I could sit here and go through my makeup and play with this a little bit more. As a matter of fact, I'm really, really tempted right now to go in and just add a little bit more of a satin kind of finish with this. Either one of these colors, I think more that color I would go for, but I don't know if I want to muddy the look. I think it's really, really pretty. You can definitely tell it's lighter. You can definitely tell it's peach. You know, I can't resist. I have to go in. So I'm going to use this color from this Swoon Cheek Compact, and I want to see what this effect this gives. So that's the color right there. I think it's not going to do much, but it might just mattify it slightly. You know what? Let's go in with this too. We'll just mix the two. So this is the fun of makeup, because you just never know. Lots of makeup artists will take a Vaseline, put it on the back of their hands, mix in a blush with it, and then create this glorious glow that we're all like turning the pages to see what that color is, and you may not be able to get it because it was a beautiful sheen. It may not necessarily be highlight. It could just be something as basic as I use this to lots of times to mix a lot of things on my skin, this Plasma that I got in Paris, and then just add, you know, a little bit of a powdered product to it and mix, and then apply it to your cheeks or apply it as a highlight, and you just, sometimes you're not able to find that color. So this is what playing around with makeup can help you do, is just create your own little makeup repertoire on your makeup table by having something as like a Vaseline or some sort of petroleum jelly, and have a blush, and maybe that's your lip color, and you just won't be able to dupe it anywhere else, you know. So playing around with makeup really is a lot of fun, and you never know where you're going, and you never know what you're going to end up with. As a matter of fact, I made a lipstick out of a bunch of lip products, and this was actually a really pretty color too. So I got one of these little containers from MAC, and they gave me whatever was in here. I think it was the Fast Response eye cream, and then I had a bunch of Wet n Wild lipsticks, and I had the rest of MAC's Blankety and Faux, and what I did was I cut them all into little pieces, and then I mixed it with a little spatula, and I tried to find like this perfect peachy pinky nude like we're all looking for, and I ended up making this. And this is just something out of a bunch of lipsticks. Now I was going to back to MAC the two lipsticks that I finished off for this, so that was Blankety and Faux, and then whatever Wet n Wild lipsticks I used, I don't remember, but they were inexpensive to just kind of chop up and mix into this, and I came up with this lip color, which I will swatch. It's really pretty, and again, playing around with makeup really does have its advantages, and it's a lot of fun. So that's the color I ended up coming up with. It probably looks like a lot of things we all have, but I didn't know that at the time, and it was just fun to sit and create, and my daughter was really into it too. So anyway, let's get back to the tutorial. So I am going in with this color, again, right there, from this Swoon Compact, and going in with a little bit of Laura Mercier Illuminator, and I believe I still have it on my finger, which is right there. It's a pretty little kind of satin kind of look. Let's see if it even does anything to my lips. Probably not, but a little bit. It added a little bit of something. I'm not sure what, but it added a little bit of something. Just kind of like a satin kind of look. Yeah, it's pretty. I'm going to leave it at that. Alright, so anyway, my lip combo today, which we'll forget thing I just added at the end because I don't know if you're going to have that, but definitely two drugstore products that you definitely can get, which is Revlon's Smoked Peach and Rimmel's 011 Spice. So really two great drugstore products, and really add or can add a really pretty peachy kind of look to your makeup. So that's what I used, and I hope you liked my little ramble on playing with makeup today, and I will see you guys soon. Have a great day, and hugs to everyone. Bye guys.